Hello, very good evening to all of you, my dear friends. And we are back with the daily PIB series where we are trying to cover each and everything that is given in the press release of PIB. And today we are back with the 5th of March coverage. Till yesterday, we have completed till 4th of March. Today, we'll be covering 5th of March in our daily initiative of PIB SADHNA, right? So this initiative is very much important for upcoming examination of either NABARD DA, RBI means, right? Or NABARD. All type of examination, you find some question from PIB which are related to the social initiative, and certain questions which are related to G are very important PIB. So with this series, you will be able to cope up with the all question that will appear from this PIB editions. So let's hit the important news for your 5th of March. 5th of March, following are the aspects that were in the news. First is your India and Finland cooperation. Next is your National Dairy Development Board. Then this is very important. The mascots for your Census 2027 has been announced. That is your Pragati and Vikas. Sulfuric acid plant, right? A new plant is being uh, commissioned. That we will also see. Then Korea district, right? It's not South Korea, North Korea. We are talking about the Korea district of Chhattisgarh, which is very in the news related to its 5% water conservation model. This is a very good thing that you can quote in your upcoming NABARD interview as well. Then we have the first riverine lighthouses, Dajgura scheme, aspirational district and blocks, CAM model, CGSE, CGSS, CGTMSE scheme. These are were in the news in the 5th March edition of PIB. Then we have, this is very important for the ADA people, those who are preparing for ADA, that is your Sabka Bima Sabki Raksha Amendment of Insurance Act laws 2025, and lastly the both related to AI in health sector. So we will be floating all these PDFs for your reference in our Telegram channel, that is Clarity for Sure, and you can join the upcoming or ongoing NABARD Grade A mentorship along with the RBI mentorship as well. You can visit our website c4scourses.in, Telegram Clarity for Sure, right? And you can mail for any queries in this email ID too. So let's start with the very first news that I was telling about the India-Finland cooperation. So can you tell me what is the capital of Finland and currency? Capital of Finland and currency, please comment in the comment box, right? Now, India and Finland and signed MOU. So each and everything from this MOU is not very important to remember. We will only try to remember those aspects which they can ask you in form of objective. So the two aspects are very important out of this, right? Out of this, I have colored them with a green code. The first one is Joint Task Force on 6G, that is collaboration between the University of Oulu, Finland, and Bharat 6G Alliance for your 6G research and development. So an objective question can be right framed that this and this university and Bharat 6G Alliance, right, they are doing research and development of 6G. It is from which of the following country? So answer will be Finland. The next is World Circular Economy Forum. Very important. World Circular Economy Forum. It will be co-hosted, right? It will co-hosted by MOEFCC, right? Our Ministry of Environment and Forest, right? Climate Change, and along with the Finnish Innovation Fund, that is SITRA, SITRA. So this is very important. That is going to, right, take place in 2026, and we will be co-hosting along with this fund. So these two are most important, you can remember from objective point of view for your examination purpose, right? Now coming back to the next news, that is National Dairy Development Board. This is very important for those who are preparing for NABARD. So National Dairy Development Board, right? As you know that Varghese Kurian has a very significant role in this, and he founded in 1965 and known by father of white revolution, that is Varghese Kurian. So these are certain initiatives of National Dairy Development Board, and you should know the name of the present chairman also. Dr. Varghese Kurian, right, started it, and the present chairman is Dr. Minish Shah, that you should know. So there are multiple initiatives of the NDDB Village Expansion Program, then digitalization Bharat Pashudhan, then sustainable energy biogas through NDDB Mrida Limited. Mrida means soil. Mrida means soil. So this is also one of the initiative of right NDDB, which is playing a key role in uh, biogas production, and along with that the maintaining the health of the soil. That's why it's called as Mrida Limited. And nutritional security, it is running a program known as gift milk, right? Gift milk, which is providing fortified milk to thousands of government school children to combat malnutrition. Now you will see the next important news, the mascot, the Pragati and the Vikas. Pragati is the female mascot and Vikas is the male mascot, as you can see in the image, which will be playing an important role in collecting the data for your census 2027. Now, whenever we talk about the census, since the it will be starting shortly, so we must know certain historical facts also related to census. The first non-synchronous census was held in 1972 under Lord Mayo. First complete synchronous census was held 1881 under Lord Ripon. First independent India 1951, right? And first biometric 2011. And this is the longest gap because of the COVID and all the census is taking place in year 2027. So this type of GA questions also get in the examination. So be very much attentive and try to remember this. You can get such questions. So sulfuric acid plant, right? We were discussing it is being opened in state of Odisha. Now, Korea district, I was saying you very important for your NABARD exam as well. The Korea district of Chhattisgarh is an important right for your water conservation model that is known by name 5% model of water conservation. What it says is that every farmer, if has a field, right, has a field of 100 hectares, then farmer what he'll do, he will reserve 5% of this field, that is 5 hectare, for water conservation. He will build some structures, right, in his field so that he will not be growing crop, but he will be attributing this particular 5% area of his field, whatever his field size may be, for water conservation structures or whatever thing can be done in that particular portion to conserve the water. So this is very important because see here the conservation government is not playing active role. It is the people's movement. You can say that people, so the farmers are participating and they are trying to conserve the water. So if this type of thing happens that everybody thinks of right like this of water conservation, really it will have a very good thing or very good effect in our overall ecosystem. So the women played a very important role. They are known as Neer Naikas and the youth volunteers are known as Jalduts, and community shramdans are being right done for success of this particular 5% scheme. So this is very important. You can take the example of this scheme in your upcoming NABARD interview as well. India's riverine lighthouse, right? It is being, right? It is the first such lighthouse in the river, which is coming up in Brahmaputra. Then Dajgua scheme is in the news in the PIB of this edition. What is Dajgua? It is your Dharti Aaba Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyan. So name Dharti Aaba is coming from one of the freedom fighter leaders, Birsa Munda, Bhagwan Birsa Munda from Jharkhand, right? Under his name only, this scheme has been started from Hazaribagh, Jharkhand, by our Prime Minister, right? So this is important. So this particular scheme, the Dajgua scheme, is right important for the tribal upliftment, which has an allocation of around 80,000 crore, which has an allocation of around 80,000 crore, and it is a timeline of till 5 years till 29. Very important to remember this figure and this figure for your examination. Now, key features, what you can think of that this tries to develop, right, the tribal areas on a whole basis, that it is not particularly focusing on some one sector like health or the infrastructure, but it is focusing on a whole government approach with 25 targeted intervention across 17 ministries. So it is focusing on social infrastructure, that is housing, roads, water, connectivity, right? First thing, social infrastructure. Apart from social, it is focusing on health, right? Tribal hostels, mobile medical units, sickle cell disease, Anganwadis. It is also focusing on economic empowerment. So social, health, economic, right? then innovation and monitoring. So all the areas it is trying to uplift the tribals so that they have a better say in the society, right? And now you might also have heard of PM Janman scheme. PM Janman scheme is specifically targeted for 75 PVTGs, but Dajgua scheme is not focusing only on primitive tribal groups. It is focusing on the entire scheduled tribe population. Now, what is the percentage of scheduled tribe population in our country as per Census 2011? Please comment in the comment box. So you can understand PM Janman was a smaller scheme for the PVTGs, and this Dajgua scheme has been started on a bigger level for all the SDs, right? So that you can understand. Next is aspirational districts and block, right? It is one of the important initiatives of Niti Aayog, right, to achieve the sustainable development goals. It is based on three C's, very important. It is based on three C's: the convergence, the collaboration, and the competition. I repeat, convergence, collaboration, and the competition. Very important. So aspirational districts program was launched in 2018 for 112 backward districts of our country. Those were called aspirational districts. It is having 49 key performance indicators. Remember the number 49 performance key indicator, which is divided into this following five areas. First is health, having a weight of 30%. Second is education, again having a weight of 30%. Agriculture, water resources, a weight of 20%. Financial inclusion, a weight of 10%. And basic infrastructure, a weight of 10%. So 49 key performance indicators has been divided into five broad areas having a specific weight, and this weight only helps in determining the delta rankings of the districts, right? Now, based on the success of aspirational district program, government launched, right, aspirational block program. So we are right now focusing on the districts, and now from districts we are moving on to the blocks present within the districts. The blocks are the smaller portion within the districts. So it started within 2023. It has key indicator five themes based on 40 indicators, right? This 40 indicators is, right, classified into five key themes: health and nutrition, education, agriculture, basic infrastructure, and social development, similar to aspirational district program, because this program has got its inspiration from ADP only, that you can see. So this is important. So this is the difference. Almost it's a little bit of minor differences between it is on a larger scale, it is on a smaller scale. Now, next, next important news, that why we are discussing this aspirational district program, because recently the UNICEF and Niti Aayog, right, has signed a statement of intent with a focus on aspirational, that UNICEF will be working with the Niti Aayog for the development of this aspirational districts through its technical expertise and its impact for nutrition, that is I for and platform. So that's why, due to this only, we are discussing the basic of this, that is aspirational district and aspirational block program, due to this. Next, CAM model. CAM is credit assessment model. What is credit assessment model? It is a model for your MSME. MSME need, right, loans, right? It requires certain money to keep their, right, manufacturing or whatever a work it is doing, right, running. So they require working capital, right? MSMEs need a lot of working capital, because whatever their output is, the money that they get back, they, that has a certain time, that has a certain maturity period. So how they can regenerate again the products if they not get the money? So for that only, credit assessment model is being used by the bank to lend some money to this MSME units, which was actually announced in budget 24-25. So it is what? It is one of the initiatives of the government, where it is trying to replace traditional and manual asset-based appraisal. We will see your workbook, we will see your manuals, we will see your assets, then we will give you loan. No, now we will do data-driven automated system, which will be based on GST data, bank statement, ITR, and KYC. Okay? इनसे automated generate data, whatever will generate, they will, bank will be given loan based on this, not on this traditional methods, right? So this is CAM model that you should know. Next is CGSE scheme, the credit guarantee scheme for the exporters, which was announced in the last of last year, that is November 2025, that we are helping the exporters of our country by giving them certain loan, right? So what is the outlay for this? 20,000 crore guarantee, 100% guarantee provided by National Credit Guarantee Trust. National Credit Guarantee Trust, that they will be giving. Okay, banks are giving loan to the exporter. If they don't get, also certain part of that loan is being guaranteed by this National Credit Guarantee Trust, as the name justifies. What is the loan quantum? The eligible borrowers can get additional credit up to 20% of their existing, whatever loan they have taken. So say 100 rupees they have taken. So additional 20 rupees they can take for this export purpose, which is capped at 50 crore. इससे ज़्यादा नहीं हो सकता. So tenure will be fixed for 4 years, which includes a 1 year of moratorium. Eligibility criteria. So direct MSME exporters, they can take if they are exporting at least 5% of their turnover as exports. So read this table, that will help you. डायरेक्ट नन एमएसएमई, जो नन एमएसएमई नहीं है उनको कितना होना चाहिए? दे शुड हैव 20%, जितना भी उनका टर्नओवर होगा 20% ऑफ दैट दे आर एक्सपोर्टिंग, देन ओनली दे आर बी एलिजिबल फॉर टेकिंग द लोन. सिमिलरली फॉर द इनडायरेक्ट एक्सपोर्टर्स, similarly for the account health. For account health, two things are there. There must not be NPA, non performing assets nahi hone chahiye. Plus they should not have that special mention account as the cutoff. Special mention accounts are, right, categorized into SM0, SM1, SM2. So they are saying that special mention account 2 या उसके ऊपर नहीं होना चाहिए, then only they are eligible. So overdue for 60 days we calculate under SMA 2. Then scheme in the news in the PIB was credit guarantee scheme for startups. Startups are looked upon by, the Department of Promotion, Industry and Internal Trade, that is DPIIT. So what this is a scheme all about? So it says that the government doubled the support in May 25 to the mini cons transiting to unicorns. What are mini cons? Early stage startup value is less than your $1 million or more, sorry, more. But here the unicorn, the value goes to not million, it goes to billion. Okay? Then they are called as unicorn. So maximum guarantee cover that they are giving to the startups under this is 20 crores per borrower. Previously it was 10 crore. So this has been hiked to 20 crore, right? This is very important for your examination. Now this is implemented on a two models, right? On one model, we are looking for loan to loan basis, loan to loan basis, that we call transaction based guarantee. That if bank is giving person A loan 10 crore, person B 30 crore. So this guarantee is working on loan to loan basis, right? Person A, person B. But the other is umbrella based guarantee, where we are looking upon the portfolio of the loan. Say in the not person wise, not individual wise, but as a pool of startup investment, like in alternate investment fund, right? So it's an individual basis approach. It's a pool basis approach under this particular scheme. So these are the criteria, eligible criteria to get loan under this scheme, that at least you should have 10 years with an annual turnover not exceeding 100 crores. These are the annual guarantee fee under it. Standard startups 2% fee, women-led or northeastern units 1.5%, champion sectors, right? AI space, right? What are champion sectors? Please comment in the comment box, right? These are 1% per annum is the annual guarantee fee. Next scheme is CGTMSE, that is Credit Guarantee Fund Trust for Micro Small Enterprise. See, all this type of schemes which are quite confusing, I have tried to clubbed in one place so that you people do not confuse. So it is again giving, right, guarantee to the banks, right, and NBFCs, those who are giving, right, particular credit to this MSMEs. So here again the guarantee ceiling is not 10 crore, which was earlier 2 crore and 5 crore. So this has been increased, right? This is very important. Now, most important here is the category of the loan and what is the credit guarantee cover. So for micro enterprise, if the loan is up to 5 lakh, the credit guarantee is 85%. As the corpus of the loan increases, the guarantee it decreases. From 85%, it is going to 75%, right? Similarly, for the women STSC, it is 90%, 85%, 75%. This is the PYQ of SIDBI. SIDB. So this is very important. This table is, you should look into this. The next important aspect, which is very important for the IRDA aspirants, is Sabka Bima Sabki Raksha Amendment of Insurance Laws Act 2025, which works on the right main principle that insurance for all by 2007. Right, it passed in December 25. It fundamentally modernizes all the Insurance Act of 1938, LIC Act of 1956, and IRDAI Act of 1999. So this is very, very, very important. What are the key pillars? That 100% FDI through automatic route, composite licensing under new categories. That if some company is there, health insurance, right, general insurance, they can open under one roof only, one umbrella only. Then don't have to go for the separate licensing. Then for cooperatives, remove the minimum rupees 100 crore capital requirement for cooperatives, right? 100 crore ka requirement had to open the insurance company, that has been removed under this new act. Then ease of doing business, share transfer, that increase the limit of requiring IRD approval. पहले 1% transfer पे ही लगता था. Now, if 5% is shares are being transferred, then only IRD approval is required. One-time registration you have to do. That registration will be valid for 3 years for the brokers and all. Reinsurance lowered the net owned fund. Very important for foreign insurers. Reinsurance from 5,000 crore to 1,000 crore only. This is again very important point. So all these 5-6 points are very important for your examination that I have summarized in this table. Have a look into this. Last but not least, news is from both. What is both? Benchmarking open data platform for health AI. Right? Right. This is very important for our initiative AI in health sector that we were seeing in the last session also. So it was developed by Indian Institute of Kanpur. A simple one marker question can be asked in collaboration of National Health Authority. So these were all the important news. Nothing has been missed and all things has been backlinked. Nobody can teach you PIB like this with all these backlinkages and covering all the entire aspects. You compare 1st to 5th of March PIB. Anybody has taught you in this period, right? With so much current update. Today, 6th of March, we are covering the 5th March. If anybody has covered in such a detailed manner all the thing, right, that is easy for you to understand and remember also, right, tell me. So this is the best way it can be covered. And if you haven't gone through the PIB editions of March 1, March 2 and March 3, please go through, click the icon. You will get the right videos of this lectures too. So with this, bye-bye, take care. Please like and share this video so that more aspirants can get a view of this. Bye bye, my dear friends. Take care.